Here we go.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Now Sacramento starting 5. Baca is out there with Havlicek. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Brucey in at the 1.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Here's Brucey. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter skill, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Ibaka. Sacramento moving it around. From downtown, Sampson pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Marion passes to Miller. Now Marion. Picked off in midair. On the wing, Havlicek. Iverson outside. Back to Havlicek. Pass to Iverson. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Boucher. Here's Havlicek. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Miller outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Miller's got his second bucket tonight.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Pass to Havlicek. A 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Havlicek's got 6.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Tipped away. Stolen by Havlicek. And here is Iverson, covered by Miller. Iverson with the bucket.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
They set the screen. Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Miller lets the 3 fly, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total shape. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's Boucher. No scoring in this one. That gives them the lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Miller outside. Hits it from three-point range. Miller's got 9.
That is a solid start for him. 3 for 4.
Ibaka outside. Sacramento moving it around. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Miller outside. From outside, off the mark. The Kings leading. Boosie, the pass to Havlicek. Ibaka with the screen on Marion. It's rebounded by Hayes. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. To the paint, here's Sampson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Boosie. Scoreless thus far. Iverson against him. Iverson, no luck.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Miller, the bounce pass. Marion outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Hayes. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Sampson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's Embry. Pass to Boosie. Here's Sharman. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really on the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Kings shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Over to the wing. Miller outside. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Dantley. Driving inside. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Hayden Sharp's checked in for New Orleans. And Sacramento has possession. Boosie, the pass to Sharman. To the left wing. Sacramento moving it around. Johnson for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Sharp with it. Camby sets the screen for Sharp. Pass to Campbell. And it's blocked. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Sharman. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Camby, no luck.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Here's Boosie. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Boosie. Still scoreless. Pass to Sharman. From the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Kings ahead, up by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Sacramento.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
On the court for Sacramento, they've got Havlicek, and it's Embry in at the first. Pass to Iverson. Kings leading now by 4. Pocket 6. For the 3. Sean Marion grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. They set the pick. And here's Hayes. It's tipped. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Iverson outside. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Embry. The 3 from Iverson. Oh, Iverson showing range.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Here's Sharman to the middle. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Fades back. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Havlicek outside. Iverson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Miller outside, and they get it. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Now here's Iverson. 5 points in the game. Here's Sharman. Another 3 for Sacramento.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Miller outside. His fourth miss of the game. He's made 3.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Havlicek outside. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Miller, no up. Kings leading now by 10. To Sharman. Sacramento moving it around. Down low. Now here is Miller. Hayes up top. And here is Marion. Hayes finds Miller. Out left of the wing. And the Pelicans miss again. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Embry passes to Iverson. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. Sampson pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 10. Miller outside. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. To end the cold streak from beyond the arc and then some. He's got 11.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Bounce pass from Ibaka. Back to Havlicek. Over Sharp. And that one's good from Havlicek. Havlicek's got 14 points for the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's Dantley. 6 to shoot. The shot that time, not on target. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Boosie. Now, here's Johnson. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Campbell. There's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Sharp against Havlicek. Dantley, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
That's to Ware. looking for an opening. Havlicek left side. Shot clock at 5. And here's Johnson outside. And the rebound goes to Marcus Camby. Pelicans trailed by 9. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. Launches it. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Boosie. Nothing on the board. Johnson outside. Good on the triple. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings. And so it's the Sacramento Kings enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game 1 and a big lead right now for the Sacramento Kings.
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Yeah, on the other hand, the defense will let them stay comfortable.
Looking at this scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans. Guys, how important is the first game of the series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. It's been one outstanding game from John Havlicek.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
They've got Miller, carrying out there with Hayes, and it's Sampson in at center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Iverson. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Miller with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Now here's Iverson. On defense, New Orleans trailing by 10. They set the pick. Over to the left wing. No good on the 3.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Miller outside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Sacramento leading by 10. Pass to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. The shot. Sacramento again missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Inside, it's tipped. And he goes in for the dunk.
consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Pass to Iverson. There's a good screen. Here's Havlicek. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
No good on that one. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the inside. Here's Sampson. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Pass to Hayes, just 4 to shoot. New Orleans moving it around. Blocked again. Marion against Havlicek. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Marion. Pelicans trailed by 9. Here's Hayes. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Havlicek outside. Takes a 3. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Miller outside. And again, no good by New Orleans. Kings leading now by 9. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Boucy. Still without a basket. Back to Havlicek. Over Marion. That doesn't go either for Havlicek.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's Miller. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Baca against Miller. Here's Sharman. He's got 8. And the layup's good off the glass. Sharman's got 10 points.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Sacramento leading by 11 to the paint. And easy 2 points on the layup. He has 7.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Pelicans trail by 13. Outside Hardaway.
First team foul.
Here's McGinnis. Hasn't made one yet. 6 to shoot. Canby kicks to Hardaway.
In a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Pass to Sharp.
Stay here.
Here's Dantley. Shot to stop the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Cam Johnson picks one up.
And Dantley is an impressive scorer. He's a swing man who can take over games all by himself.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Kings leading now by 14. Boosie, the pass to Sharman to the wing right side. Here's Embry. Canby covering. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And the Kings lead by 16.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Hardaway from outside. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Kings. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Hardaway. He has yet to score. It doesn't go for him. Pass to Boosie.
What's the roll?
Now where? Here's Embry. McGinnis covering. Here's Sharman. Good on the three-point shot. Sharman's got 13.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Pelicans trail by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Kings making a change here. Iverson's checked in. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Sharp. Pocket 6. Will it go? Rebound by the Kings. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Iverson passes to Sharman. Over Sharp. Again, Sacramento.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Steps back. From the stripe. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Sacramento riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. Havlicek is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Sharman in at the 2. Iverson kicks to Ibaka. Iverson left side. Back to Ibaka. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
To the middle. It's deflected. Havlicek outside. There's the pick. Pass to Sharman. Iverson outside. Launches a 3. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Miller outside. Here's Hayes. No good with the fallback jumper.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty. Well, he was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Miller with a wide open look, and the Pelicans miss again.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Here's Marion. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Havlicek outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Sharman. And here's Iverson outside. Again, the miss by the Kings. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Releases. Here's Sampson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's ready to talk things through with them. On defense, the Pelicans.
Get through.
Now Iverson. Pass to Bolden. 5 on the clock. Here's Embry. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Out to the right wing. Dantley the pass to McGinnis. Here's Dantley. Lays it up off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And here is Iverson. To the left side wing. Pass to Bolden. Here's Embry. And the basket is good. The call goes his way. And we could be looking at a three-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
And so Miller will bring it up for the Pelicans. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Iverson outside. Looking to end his cold spell. Boucher, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And another turnover here by New Orleans. Havlicek, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Number 17, John Havlicek.
Here's Iverson. High arcing shot. Havlicek offline with his 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
The 3 hits the three-point bomb.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Miller against Iverson. Havlicek outside. Fires from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Sampson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Miller kicks to Sampson. Here's Boucher, covered by Miller. Screened by Ibaka. From deep, Iverson. Sacramento again missing. Pelicans trail by 20. Down low, deflects the pass. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Havlicek outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Pelicans pull it in.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now, here is Havlicek. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Iverson. Back to Havlicek. Sacramento again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Kings.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Pass to Miller. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Marion kicks to Miller. Here's Sampson. A shot missing. Iverson with the ball. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, John Havlicek.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the Lakers starting five. Kate Cunningham out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Thurman in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Seattle, they've got Johnson, and it's Carroll in at the 3. So Seattle will get the first possession. Johnson passes to Moncrief. Here's Carroll. Outside Johnson. Over to the left wing. Holmgren outside. From behind the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Butler. Cunningham against Johnson. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Butler. Inside. Outside Johnson. Pass to Carroll. Here's Moncrief. The 3 is up. And again, it's Seattle missing.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Cunningham against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Nails it from 3.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Johnson passes to Moncrief. Excellent D there from Bryant.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Cunningham passes to Leonard. Drives to the hoop. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. There's Cunningham with a 3. Seattle pulls it in.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
To the inside. Pass to Moncrief to snap the cold streak. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Bryant finds Butler. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. Los Angeles leading by 4. Bryant with it. No points yet. The ball's knocked loose. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Cunningham passes to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game. That's good from Butler. Hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Holmgren outside. Here's Carroll. Yet to see a basket. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Bryant. And again, the Lakers, no good. Here's Moncrief. It's hauled in by Kobe. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Leonard against Holmgren. Leonard passes to Thurman. Outside Butler. Pulls it from the corner. Not going to go that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Moncrief, covered by Bryant. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. The 3 is up. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Carroll. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Carroll's got 5 now.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Teams changing it up here. The Lakers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. There's a screen. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Now Butler. Outside McCain. Now here's Jackson. Jackson with another miss. Allen, pass to Doherty. Got a hand on it. Out to the wing. Pass to Eaton. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. The shot by Butler, no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And here's Reed. From downtown, it's hauled in by Eaton. 1:19 left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's the Singate. The bank shot, no good. Seattle has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. For 3, Allen. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Jackson outside. Outside McCain. And there's a pick. To the middle. Eaton. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Thompson. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. McCain against Allen. Right side McCain. Shoots over Allen. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Battier. No good. Would have counted had it gone. There's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides. The score still close. The Lakers on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Cunningham in at the 1. Back to Johnson, all alone. Carroll, pass to Doherty. And he comes up with a bucket.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Leonard passes to Thurman. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. Seattle will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Holmgren, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Moncrief. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
Yeah, short trip up for Holmgren, but there's plenty of power behind his jam.
Now Cunningham. From the high post. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Holmgren outside. Pass to Carroll. Here's Moncrief. The the rebound by Robertson. The Lakers trail. Bryant, the pass to Cunningham. Cunningham steps on the gas. Here's Robertson. No made baskets yet. Over Holmgren. Robertson's shot is off. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And stolen by Cunningham. Oh, got a piece of it. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the middle. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Lakers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. About 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Leonard outside. Shoots over Holmgren. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Supersonics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Here's Moncrief. 6 to shoot. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Take it away! Stolen by Bryant. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Johnson, and there's Cunningham on the assist by Bryant. Cunningham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Moncrief, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Allen, he's checked in for Seattle. The Lakers in the lead. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 7. On the wing, Bryant. Now Butler. Shot clock at 6. And it's Cade with the finish inside.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Pass to Carroll. Now here's Allen, covered by Bryant. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Cunningham. They set a pick. The three. Carroll with the rebound. The Supersonics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Holmgren, the pass to Johnson. To the inside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Leonard. Inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Allen on the wing. Outside Johnson. Back to Allen. Holmgren with a screen on Bryant. Clock at 4. Allen, the pass to Carroll. Goes back up. The kick out to Johnson. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot by Carroll. No good. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Seattle move the ball around. Here's Carroll, and he dunks it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A minute 6 left in the second. Thompson against Jackson. Tipped. Stolen by Reed. Here we go. Here's Allen. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Butler.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. And the three-pointer goes.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Seattle shooting only 36% during the second. Here's Battier. Three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Butler with the bucket.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Thompson scanning the floor. With 4 on the clock. That shot is off. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Los Angeles up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Los Angeles Lakers.
This is where your ball movement really helps you. Against this defense, you cannot afford to just be stagnant.
Kenny, that's a good game plan.
That's it, Shaq? That's your full analysis?
Okay, good game plan, Kenneth.
Okay, then. Checking out the circumstances for Seattle. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
Los Angeles leading by 4. We've got Chet Holmgren, and it's Moncrief in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Bryant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Butler from the arc. Seattle pulls it in. Johnson passes to Carroll. To the left side wing. Seattle move the ball around. Here's Moncrief. Here's Carroll. Over Butler. The shot by Carroll. No good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Cunningham passes to Butler. The shot misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Seattle missing.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Thurman. Outside from Butler. Launches a 3. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
and they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Now here's Butler. 10 points for him. Cunningham, right side. Holmgren with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Johnson with it. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Johnson. Over Leonard. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now here's Butler. Let's go with a three. And another three for the Lakers.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Johnson passes to Holmgren. Here's Carroll. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the long J. Carroll's got 10.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Butler on the wing. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Seattle trails by 3. Out left to the wing. Here's Moncrief. To the right side. Here's Carroll. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Here's Butler. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Seattle making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And the Lakers have possession. It's a 3-point game. Cunningham passes to Butler. And here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robertson. Seattle pulls it in.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Pass to Carroll. Here's Moncrief. Reed sets a screen. Moncrief, the pass to Carroll. Some solid defense from Butler.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And stolen by Holmgren. Over Leonard. And it's Holmgren fighting through the contact.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Leonard. Outside Butler. Here's Robertson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 3. Allen outside. Pass to Doherty for the tie. The rebound by Robertson. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Jackson, defended by Thompson. Here's the Senge. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robertson. Shots blocked. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Seattle. And Los Angeles making a change here. Seattle trails by 3. To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Asenge. Still no points. Over Holmgren. Nails the baby hook. And the Lakers lead by 3. For Seattle, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. They set the pick for the tie. Holmgren from deep.
And how about the focus from Holmgren? Absorbing the hit like a champ.
Seattle shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the Lakers making a change here. Butler's checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents.
Here's Thurman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. There's a screen. McCain's shot is off. The Supersonics have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Thompson passes to Battier. Banked it in off the glass. And Seattle leads by 1.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to McCain. .24 seconds left in the third. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Thompson outside. Shoots over Jackson. No good from 11 feet. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Los Angeles up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Kobe Bryant is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Asenge in at the 5. The Lakers in the lead. Bryant, the pass to Cunningham. No good from outside. Well, the Supersonics are shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Pass to Battier. Here's Moncrief. And he nails that one right through the heart. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Here's the screen by Bryant. Leonard for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Leonard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Pass to Allen. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Seattle making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Bryant outside. Leonard outside. They set the screen. Pass to Thurman. Down low. And Butler inside.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Jordy Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside Johnson. Here's Moncrief. Soft touch off the glass. Moncrief's gotten 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Now here's Cunningham. Here's Thurman. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
Pass to Carroll. Allen outside. Here's Moncrief. He's watched by Cunningham. On the take. Moncrief, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Leonard, it's tipped. Stolen by Bryant. Pass to Cunningham. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the break. He goes up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Moncrief, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Moncrief. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Carroll.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And here's Cunningham. Inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Allen. Here's Moncrief. Just 4 to shoot. The free ball is down!
And after a terrible first half shooting the ball, they're finally finding their touch.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Cunningham. That one goes! Yes, sir!
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Holmgren, he's checked in for Allen. Here's Moncrief. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holmgren. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Leonard against Holmgren. Now here's Leonard. Another steal. Holmgren with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Now Johnson. Fires the 3. Up again. Just in time with the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Leonard. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Here's Bryant. Leonard outside. And there's the screen. To take the lead. The jumper is good.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Cunningham against Johnson. Off on the layup. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm long, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm long, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak.
Here's Moncrief. Rises up. Ooh, the shot misses. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Oh, it doesn't go! And he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.